your CIGTV News Update. I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us. We begin with big news from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service as it launches its first very mobile app on Tuesday morning. A GIS press release states it is available on Apple and Android platforms, and it can be found on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store by searching for the Cayman Weather or CINWS. CINWS technical engineer Kirk Douglas developed the weather app with help from the department's team of meteorological experts.
We've prided ourselves by putting a lot of detailed, accurate information that we find that the public will find useful. A standard weather app would give you stuff like the current weather conditions. We go a bit more than that. We show our weather radar that shows rainfall up to 400 kilometers in diameter, and we have the current status of the hurricanes that will come into being during the hurricane weather. The app is an ongoing endeavor. We intend to have other features come into play as the time progresses. It currently offers the automatic weather service that is situated on the runway in Georgetown. But it's been provisioned to handle at least 10 to 15 different automatic weather stations that will be all over the Cayman Islands.
More specifically, the CINWS mobile app offers a suite of products, including current weather conditions from the automated weather observing systems at the Owen Roberts International Airport, as well as a 5-day Cayman Islands forecast. There are also Sister Islands and Cayman Islands forecast radio streams, live Doppler radar animations, surface analysis, hurricane bulletins, and marine charts. Future plans include the addition of weather satellite images, as well as live weather conditions from a number of other locations within the Cayman Islands. Again, you can search for Cayman Weather or CINWS on your mobile device for the local weather service app. Meantime, the 6th annual Small Business Expo held at the Regatta Office Park on Saturday drew hundreds of people. President of the Cayman Islands Small Business Association, Mrs. Dawn McLean Brady, says there were a total of 25 exhibitors inside and outside the venue this year.
Last year's exhibitors are here because they saw the benefit of it, and the remaining ones are reaping the reward of being exhibitors. So the new ones, we're very excited. There's a myriad of new entrepreneurs here, ranging from the Cayman drone to face painting. A restaurant is here. Just being a CISPA member, you get the opportunity for mentoring, coaching. We help with business plans. We have free workshops, socials. The workshops are facilitated not just in Grand Cayman, but in Cayman Brac as well. We also have lots of opportunity to meet with the government. We're also lobbying to have reduced fees, work permit fees for small business owners. We also want to lobby to have reduction in custom fees. So we think the government is listening. Minister Hugh and his team.
The CISPA president thanks the office staff for all their hard work in making the event a success. She also acknowledged the resounding support the organization gets from Minister Hugh, Joseph Hugh that is, as well as his ministry team. Finally, this evening, last week, dozens of first responders on Grand Cayman, that was Friday evening, took part in training geared towards preparation for mass casualty incidents, which is an event resulting in a number of victims large enough to disrupt the normal course of emergency health care services.
Functioned, was overpressured, the chlorine tank exploding, releasing a huge cloud of green-colored gas high into the air. Copy?
Because what we seek to do is train our first responders, whether police, fire, EMS, to be introduced into a system where common protocols, common terminology, have an appreciation for each other's capabilities, shortfalls, and we look to coordinate efforts, have a command system in place, a recognized and known command system, coordination, control, because as we know, in the Caribbean now, our neighbors, last year's hurricane season, we did have some events that could easily become mass casualty events, and in Cayman, we need to be prepared for that.
The incident command system is a way of, again, organizing the field. It's a structured system that uses the same terminology across many jurisdictions. So for instance, if we went from here to Barbados, using an incident command system and an emergency response, we would all be using the same terminology. And that lends for advanced training and advanced organization during an emergency. So we're all practicing the same thing. It's federally mandated in the United States that all emergency responders use the incident command system. So in the incident command system, they rely on an incident commander at an incident command post, and everything spreads from there. And that can start from the smallest site, like it could be a car door or a building, to all the way to an expanded protracted incident where you may have a whole bunch of assets that incident commander is controlling on the field. So it allows you to have a setup that not only can expand, but contract as you handle the emergency in front of you.
So you'll find with any mass casualty incident, you got a multi-agency response. And each responding agency could be an expert in their own fields. But when it comes to working together, then you find that in itself creates some challenges. So we come together and we get a common understanding that we are on the same page when it comes to that approach.
First, we're going to practice 2 exercises. We have 2 different teams that we've been training with all week, and we're training them on mass casualty management, emergency response procedures. We're going to see tonight if all our training this week is going to come to fruition. We're going to find out if they can handle it, and at the end of the evening, each one of them will be tested per the PAHO standards to see how they respond to the incident and how they set up their emergency response field organization. Basically, in a small jurisdiction like ourselves, we're scarce on resources, yeah? And say, for instance, we have a mass casualty incident, maybe an aircraft, 110 passengers, right? We can't take all 110 of them over to the hospital because we would instantly overwhelm the hospital and we'd be moving the disaster from one area to the next. So we have to set the field up to ensure that, number one, we use safe practices while we're trying to help save lives and protect property, and that we've got a good enough organization to slowly bring those people to the treatment that they need, but holding them on the field until the hospital can handle the load coming in.
Now, a number of civil servants from local first response agencies were trained by PAHO to facilitate the training. The benefit of utilizing our very own instructors is far-reaching, explained the Honorable Tara Rivers. It includes knowledge of how things are actually done here in the Cayman Islands with regards to a response to a major incident and who the key stakeholders are. Well, as always, if you would like to take a look at what is on CIGTV this week, you can go online to gis.gov.ky and click on the publication link at the bottom of the home page. If you missed today's news update, you can go to the Cayman Islands government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. For now, I'm Donna Bush. As always, thanking you for joining me on this Monday evening. I hope you'll do the same again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIGTV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News Update first at 6 p.m.